All right, everyone, I am in rural Oklahoma. I'm going to show you 3 towns that were founded and boomed just after the Oklahoma land rush of 1893. This area is called the Cherokee land strip. In the early 1800s, around 1820, the Cherokee Indian tribe was moved to this area of Oklahoma. It was called Indian Territory at the time. And, well, when the Civil War hit in 1861, the Cherokee Indians sided with the Confederates and fought for the Confederate Army. As we all know, they lost. So after the Civil War ended, the U.S. government kind of took the attitude that, and this is toward the Cherokee Indians, you guys lost. So we're going to take this land from you. Tell you what, we will buy it from you, but you have no choice in the matter. You will lose this land. So in 1893, this Cherokee land strip was parceled out. It was 42,000 parcels. And people were allowed to line up on the border, and when they fired the cannon, opening the land, people could rush in and grab one of the parcels. So on September, I think it's September 6th, 1893, people were lined up on the border. Here's a picture, an actual picture of it. Cannon was fired, and those 100,000, yes, 100,000 people rushed into this area to grab those 42,000 parcels, which means over half ended up with nothing. So these 3 towns that I'm going to show you boomed during this time, and you'll see the population numbers are the highest in 1920, and then the Great Depression hit in the 20s. And they started dying, and they have never recovered. Now, this first town is Marshall. Going to head into downtown now. According to what I read, this was the widest main street built in the United States, at least for a small town. And you can kind of see that. The way they designed this main street was they brought in a team of horses, and they just made them, the team of horses had them do a U-turn, and that is how they decided how wide the streets would be. It would be wide enough for a team of horses to make a U-turn. That is an old abandoned church, it looks like. Yeah, so let me give you a good look at the town here. It is in pretty bad shape. Might have to get out on foot. Take a little bit closer look. But you can see how bad a shape it is. I mean, this is a Friday morning at, I guess it's about 10:30 a.m. It is completely abandoned, isn't it? Wow. Let's see. Well, let me get through the town first. I think I'll turn around and get out on foot so we can take a look at some of this stuff. And I'll give you all the numbers. Yeah, let's do that. I think I'll just flip a U-ey here. Plenty wide for this Grand Cherokee. Yeah, let's just get out on foot and look. So the town's main industry now is wheat farming and cattle. And when I give you the income numbers, it'll probably surprise you. But as I walk through here, let's start with population. Peak population 1930, 695 people. There's 200 now, a little over, or that was in 2020. There's actually less than that now. Median age is 50. Let's take a look at everything. Boy, this is some serious decay, isn't it? This is just about a ghost town. Let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 90% white, 6% Hispanic, 1% Native American. Remaining is mixed race. Yeah, so there's not a lot of Native Americans left here, is there? There's a suitcase back there with some tires. Man, this is some crazy stuff, isn't it? Well, so here's the median household income. $58,182 a year. I think that's a bit surprising. A little over $1,100 a week. That's a pretty good income, especially with the cost of living here. 86. Exactly the same as the state of Oklahoma, which is an 86. In this town's heyday, it had a saloon, a cafe, a hotel, grocery store, laundromat, bank, law offices, barber shop, beauty shop. It's all gone now. This might have been a former hotel. And it's just, you can smell the, it's a really musty smell in here. Yeah, this looks like might have been the bank. Look at that. It looks like that might have been a bank, doesn't it? It's just completely gone. The front of this building. Amazing, isn't it? It just sits here decaying. I don't think I'm going to go up there. See the stairs collapsing. Well, let's see. I'll tell you what surprised me was crime. 43 incidents per 1,000 people. That's twice higher than the U.S. Low population, though. They only had 8 crimes total here last year. Yeah, let's see. I just walked from that direction. There's a bunch of chickens. Yeah, see them in there? Wow. Well, the fire department's over here. Let's go take a look. It's an old fire engine. And the fire department's right here. Yeah, Marshall Fire Department volunteer. And some more buildings. Cleaner remodeling. Yeah, they got a mural or two. Bars on the window here. Well, all right. Let's go look around some of the residential areas. Well, let's see. I just drove off Main Street. Let's check out some residential. Here's the median home value for the town, $33,900. Poverty, a little on the high side, 21.1% overall, 17% for school-age children, 10% for retired folks. Looks like it's sitting there empty, but that was an amazing house, wasn't it? Wow. The high school here closed down in 1976, and the middle school closed down in 1988. This appears to be what's left of the buildings that the schools were in. Home of the Dragons. I like that. That may have been the high school there, huh? Long gone now. Well, you can definitely see the population loss, can't you? It just looks like people up and left. I guess maybe people lived there. I would say definitely not there, though. That's a big grain elevator. This town was named after a town in Iowa called Marshalltown. Wait a minute. What is that? Yeah, that's right. Cat sighting. Sighting running across the street. Oh, you're going to block my way? Yeah. Who do you think you are? Blocking the road. He's like, I don't care what you think, buddy. This was a really big oil producing area at one time, and I think they still do produce some, but not near as much as they used to. You can see the evidence of that here. These pump jacks, I think that's what they call them. I've had people tell me about 100 different names for these things. Yeah, these are just sitting here in a field, rusting away. There's some train boxcars there. Can you see those? Man, rural America, just fading away, disintegrating. Something, isn't it? This is mostly what you see here. Yeah, you turn off Main Street here. This looks like It was one of the town's grand streets. Yeah, you got a church right here. That is empty. Looks like another one here. And leads right to the school. I would say this street, in addition to downtown, was the center of activity back in its heyday. There's Marshall Park. Awesome. Yeah, and I've been looking for this. This is an old Methodist church. It was built in 1898. It's on the National Register. It is not being maintained, though. That is Carpenter Gothic. I specifically wanted to find it because I always love Carpenter Gothic architecture, which basically is Gothic architecture, but instead of using stone and brick and that kind of thing, they use wood. I was wondering what kind of shape the church would be in. It's really bad, obviously. And we've got houses right next to it. They're just disintegrating where they sit. Wow. The City Hall. There it is. Man, this is just an incredible, fascinating place, guys. Take one last look at downtown. American flag flying over it proudly. Amazing. All right, well, got two more towns to show you. Now let's head to the next one. Well, everyone, I have arrived in Covington, Oklahoma. Let's take a look at a map real quick. This town was once a boomtown for oil, but no longer. Let's head into this little downtown. See what they have. It's very small, isn't it? Does that say vote today? Let's take a look at a couple of the buildings, the few that are left here. Here's the post office. The Covington Record, I guess that was a newspaper at some point. And this was a market. It says something and something market, MKT. Check out that mural. That's so cool looking, isn't it? This used to be a bar, it looks like. The Brick Bar. I don't think it's open anymore. Well, how about the population history? Here it is. And I looked at the 2023 estimate. It's like 360 now. Population, so it's steadily declining. All right, so here's the ethnic breakdown for Covington. 85% white, 8% Hispanic, 1% Native American. The rest is mixed race. Here's the median household income, $74,500 a year, $14.33 a week. That is pretty solid money, especially with the cost of living here so low. Poverty, 9.1% overall, 21% for school-age children, though. That is a bit on the high side. 26% for retired folk. That is actually twice higher than the U.S. Median home value, $85,500. I'm surprised I'm seeing so much of this, given the incomes. High incomes, low cost of living, inexpensive housing. Doesn't sound bad at all. Crime here is really low. Last year, 10 incidents per 1,000 people. Of course, this is a town of less than 500. There were 5 crimes total. 4 of them were property. Did have 1 violent crime, though, and it's a doozy. Check that out. I was going to grab some lunch at this Covington Dairy Suite. How awesome looking is that place? But it is closed. It's not open today. That is an awesome looking little restaurant, though, isn't it? Check out the big modern school, though. Wow. It's empty today. It is the Friday after New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, actually. Yeah, you won't be seeing this video, I would guess, mid-January. Amazing looking school, though, isn't it? It's huge. I guess they have every grade in it for it to be this big. And this is what you see right outside of it. What a great old house. Now, just in case you're wondering where the good people of Covington get groceries, yeah, they have a Dollar General. Yeah, that is abandoned. You can hear a train heading this way. I'll look over there. You guys see it? That's right. Town number 2, cat number 2. So I'm entering the town of Garber, Oklahoma. Let's take a look at a map real quick. I've already taken a drive through the downtown to kind of scout it out. It's kind of awesome. It's really awesome. The first thing that I saw was this big mural. How awesome is this? You gotta take a look at it. Closer look, let's say. Isn't that fantastic? That's beautiful, isn't it? It's like an old gas station, huh? Yeah, so another great old mural. It's beautiful. Now let me give you the population history real quick. Peak population 1920, 1446. Last census a little over 700. 2023, they've got it down to, I think, 660. I see City Hall's right here. Looks like that's where the police station is as well. Right there. Garber City Hall. Look at this. Community theater. How about that, huh? Bread of Life Community Outreach Center. Let's see, agriculture and cattle. Big industries here. Specifically wheat farming, I believe. Got a pair of big elevators here. Rising majestically into the sky. Here's the ethnic breakdown. 78% white, 3% Hispanic, 3% black. The remaining is mixed race. Median household income for Garber, $63,869 a year. That's $12.30 a week. That's not bad money, guys. Poverty, really low here. 8.9% overall, 12% for school-aged children, 5% for retired folks. And that one is really low. Yeah, seeing a lot of this. A lot of empty houses. Median home value for Garber, $88,800. Interesting looking old church. Garber Christian Church. That's been there a long time. Now, in case you're wondering, where do they get groceries? Well, they have a Dollar General here. Well, let's see. You guys probably wondering about crime. Well, you ready? Here it is. 1. Yeah, they had 1 crime here last year in this town of around 700 people. Now, like the last town, got a really nice modern school. I guess there's several grades here. Home of Champions. It's a good day to be a Wolverine. Yeah, there's Garber High School, it says. It's a nice school, isn't it? Looks like this is where they play football. Little stands there. It's kind of awesome, isn't it? Can you see them on the porch? Cats, and lots of them. What a day for cat sightings. 3 towns, 3 cat sightings, guys. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? I believe that's the first time ever that I've found cats in every town I visited. That's right, mark it on your calendars. History has been made. All right, everyone, that's going to be the end of this one. Up next, I'm going to head south of here and check out some more small Oklahoma towns. And at the end of that video, I will tell you some of our plans heading into the next year. But basically, we're going to go more international. Yes, we will still be visiting small town America, but we're going to mix it up. Go to some foreign destinations. I will tell you some of those at the end of the next video. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys there.